Chapter 7. The Dense Forest Regions. You will learn location of the dense forest regions, climatic conditions, vegetation and wildlife, people in these regions. Let's begin. Mishti, look, this snake is so big. I am scared. What if it comes out and attacked us? Haha, Divya, it is an anaconda. It cannot hurt you because it is not found in India. Oh, then where it is found? Teacher's note. Discuss with the students the difference between the normal forests and rainforests. Elaborate on their difference and similarities. We already know that the equator divides the earth into two equal halves, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The region between 0° and 10° north and south of the equator are called the equatorial regions. This region receives high amount of direct sunlight due to its position. This phenomena directly affects the climatic condition, vegetation, marine life, wildlife and human inhabitation in the regions near it. Climate. The dense forests on the earth are also known as the equatorial rainforests. These forests are present in South America, Africa, Australia and Southeast Asia. These are located on both sides of the equator. These forests are a part of the torrid zone. These are the regions which receive direct rays of the sun. Due to this, there is a lot of evaporation during the daytime. The evaporated water then changes into clouds. Due to this, there is rainfall every day at around 4 o'clock. This region receives heavy rainfall throughout the year that supports the growth of the equatorial rainforests. Here the temperature remains approximately 30 degrees Celsius. The climate here remains very hot with extreme humidity. There are no changes in the seasons. The length of days and nights is almost same. The equatorial rainforests are also called tropical rainforests. Extreme diversity of vegetation and animal species can be seen in the region. Vegetation. The equatorial rainforests are evergreen forests. These forests throughout the year appear to be green because the tree here do not shed all their leaves at the same time. The combination of the high temperature and high rainfall is most suitable for the growth of these trees and plants here. Here just a shallow layer of fertile soil is present. Therefore, the trees have shallow roots that reach to the nutrients in the soil. However, many huge trees have developed buttress roots as shallow roots are not able to support them. These roots stretch from the ground up to 2 meters height or more up to the trunk. These rainforests are very thick and the plants here grow in different layers. The top layer is called the emergent layer. This layer has the tallest trees which grow up to the height of 60 meters. The second layer is called the canopy. The trees that grow very near to each other and form a kind of umbrella with their branches and leaves is called a canopy. This blocks most of the sunlight from reaching the ground. The third layer is a maze of leaves and branches. This layer is called the understory. It consists of small trees, shrubs, ferns, creepers, etc. There are also vines called lianas which use the trees to reach to the top for sunlight. A variety of animals and insects live in this layer. The lowest layer is called the forest floor. This comprises of the fallen leaves, decayed fruits fallen from trees, etc. The trees which grow here include mahogany, rosewood, ebony, cinchona, fan palm, strangler fig and rubber. Wildlife. The equatorial rainforests are home to a large number of animals and insect species. These forests cover only 2% of the Earth's surface and 6% of the world's land surface, yet they hold more than half of the world's species of plants and animals. There are monkeys, chimpanzees, flying squirrels, sloths, gorillas, elephants, jaguars, etc. There are many colorful birds like parrots, toucans, and macaws. Lizards, spiders, chameleons, crocodiles, alligators, and turtles are also found here. The largest species of snakes, such as pythons and anacondas, also reside here. These forests are also very dangerous as many kinds of poisonous and harmful insects and poisonous frogs are also found here. People of the rainforests. The people who live in the tropical rainforests are called tribal people. They live a very simple life and depend on the forest for food and shelter. Some of these tribes are the Pygmies of the Congo, the Semangs of Malaysia, and the Yanomami of Brazil. They are all hunters and gatherers. That means they hunt wild animals and gather eatable things from the forest as food. They mostly eat flesh of animals, fish, insects, and honey. Malaria is the deadliest disease here that kills many people every year. The tribes of Huli of Papua New Guinea, Bantus of Zaire Basin, and Dayaks of Borneo are farmers. This means that they grow their own crops by cutting trees from a part of the forest, then burning the land. There they plant their crops for 3 or 4 years. This type of agriculture is known as shifting agriculture, as after some years they move on to new land for cultivation as the land loses its fertility. The Europeans who settled in some regions of Southeast Africa and Asia introduced plantation agriculture here. Most of the above-mentioned tribes have been forced by these settlers to move away or to change their ways of leading their lives. Instead of growing food crops, now they grow coffee, cocoa, rubber, cotton, tobacco, and palm. These crops are grown to earn money. Recall: the dense forests on the earth are also known as the equatorial rainforests. These forests are present in South America, Africa, Australia, and Southeast Asia. The equatorial rainforests are evergreen forests. The equatorial rainforests are home to a large number of animal and insect species. The people who live in the tropical rainforests are called tribal people. They live a very simple life and depend on the forest for food and shelter. A. Take the correct option.